my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show opening up on S3, and what an incredible day it is. And today, of all, we're going to be celebrating, especially when we have the pleasure of connecting with the one and only Mars Baby. You don't know who it is. We're talking about Jesse Maincheese, and he's a music aficionado. He blends indie, hip-hop, and a little bit of soul, and the influences are incredible. From his journey between Woodstock and the US, you can literally hear all of this experience in his voice. But let's get into the mind of this rising star and find out what drives his sound. And I gotta say, good morning, brother. How are you doing officially?
Good morning. I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
It's good having you, man. And I gotta say, I listened to a lot of your music before you even got here. You sound even better live. So I can't wait for that, especially at this time in the morning. But let's talk about this. You started off from a very young age. You were producing music in your bedroom.
Yeah.
A lot of influences. And what's crazier to me is that you were actually on the Feel Good Breakfast Show about a decade ago, right? People might not know about this, but let's talk about that moment and how you've grown since 10 years ago, man.
Yeah, so almost exactly a decade ago.
Yeah?
I was in a vocal ensemble in high school, and we were just like 8 dudes, all boys school. We had these like shiny silver vests.
Yeah?
We used to sing show tunes and stuff, and we came to Expresso 10 years ago, and we did our little show tuney thing. Very embarrassing for me.
But bro, you say that, right? But it just
Yeah.
reminds you of the power of intention.
Absolutely.
You came out here, you made yourself vulnerable, you put yourself out on the stage, and
Yeah.
small steps to this incredible big picture that we have here. We have someone that is a music aficionado, someone that has a background in film as well. So your experiences have, I'm hoping, led to this expression of what you are now calling music. Is that the
Absolutely,
way?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think film and books and just life in general, it all kind of inspires what I make with my music. I like storytelling. So storytelling in any form incorporates itself into the way I express myself with music and my artistic vision.
And is that vision something that you're doing as an expression of yourself, or are you listening to the people and giving them what they want? Because you notice in this music game, as popularity increases, people start demanding certain things of you. They start to try and dictate to you how you want to sound.
Absolutely.
Have you felt these pressures, and do you have a way of keeping yourself grounded and not losing yourself in this?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I always try my hardest to do what people don't want me to do, just in
that.
life in general.
Yeah.
So I think it's almost natural for me to like take a sharp left every time I start a new body of work or a new song, because the main reason I do it is for fun and to express myself, and so I don't want to be boxed in. That being said, like there is a part of me that wants to deliver for the people that are fans of me and always tries to do that.
And I think if you're trying to do that, you're trying to express yourself in a beautiful way, because that's what music's about. That's where we find that flow. But not only with ourselves, but I think the collaborations that you are able to go through in this space lends to that sound and that experience, man. And I've seen you've done some cool things here. You've done some work with Shekinah. We've got Lord Keys, Filalala. What were these moments like for you, man?
I mean, Shekinah was super surreal because
Yeah.
I know her from like Back to the Beach, you know,
Yeah,
back in the
yeah.
day. And then I was in studio with her and I was like, oh my God, it's Shekinah, you know what I mean? And she's like the nicest person. Lord
Is it a pinch yourself moment for you? Or is it like a,
Yeah.
I've arrived, yeah, I've made it?
It's sort of a, when she leaves the studio, then I can breathe out, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I love that. Let's talk about the more exciting stuff, because we've got a cool album, man, a debut album at that. I think if you
Yes,
look
sir.
at the experience that you have, this has been a long time coming, right? We're talking about Handsome Luke and the Heartbreakers, delves into love, heartbreak, entertainment, etc. Is this like an embodiment of what your life has been up until this moment?
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's an embodiment of my journey through the entertainment industry and sort of trying to make it as an artist. And so the Heartbreakers are like the people and the experiences that I meet or have along the way. And I'm Handsome Luke.
and for people that are clearly loving the music, because you're growing, you're blowing up, you can see the trajectory.
Yeah.
What is it about your music that you think people are resonating with? Is it the honesty? Is it the realism? How would you describe the sound you're putting out even?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there when you said the honesty. I think I try every time I make music to be more and more honest with myself. And I think people resonate with that. You know, I'm not trying to be anything other than myself or talk about anything other than what I've really been through. And I think people can feel that and they connect to that, you know.
Beautiful, man. And what's even more beautiful, I believe there's an event coming up, so we can see more of
Yes,
you in
sir.
real time. Where do we
Yeah.
get this? Plug us in, man.
So I'm performing at On the Bill live at the Blue Room Next week, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be doing a 45-minute set there. Unplugged acoustic vibes, so very intimate. Pull up.
Oh, perfect. And I think for everybody that wants to feel, you got to get involved in this one. And I'm telling you, when you hear this man perform, you're going to realize I have to get to that event. So I'm sorry if it gets overcrowded, because I promise you, when people see what you're doing, they're going to get there. So thank you so much for sharing a bit about you. I know it's always hard to make yourself vulnerable, and you do that even beautifully in your music. So I look forward to that, and I look forward to the rest of the show right now. G-Man, what's happening your side, bro?